My dear children, in this second module, we are going to study the different methods of charging depreciation. There are various methods of calculating depreciation. Every method has got its own advantages and disadvantages. Different methods of providing depreciation are suitable for different assets. Some commonly used methods of depreciation are: first one, fixed or equal installment method. This method is also known as straight line method. Second method is diminishing value method. Diminishing value method is also known as written down value method or reducing balance method. Third method is annuity method. The next one is depreciation fund method. Then insurance policy method, revaluation method, depletion method, machine hour rate method, sum of years digit method, and last one, replacement method. In this module, we are going to study straight line method and written down value method. Firstly, we are going to study straight line method. Straight line method is also known as fixed installment method or equal installment method. It is the simplest method of charging depreciation. The original cost of the asset is divided by estimated useful life of the asset. This is the equation for calculating depreciation under fixed installment method. Now I am going to give one example. Suppose the value of the asset is rupees 20,000 and its estimated useful life is 10 years. The amount of depreciation to be charged every year will be rupees 2,000. That is, the cost price equal to 20,000 divided by estimated useful life of 10 years. Then you will get the amount of depreciation of 2,000. Depreciation to be charged every year will be 2,000, or in other words, it will be fixed for rupees 2,000 for every year. If we draw a graph of depreciation of 10 years, we shall find it to be the straight line because the depreciation every year is charged is the same amount, that is 2,000. In certain cases, we are also given scrap value or residual value of the asset. The term residual or scrap value means the amount realized from the sale of obsolete asset. In these cases, we use the following formula. Cost of the asset equal to purchase price plus cost of installation and acquisition charges. Then the amount of depreciation equal to cost of the asset minus scrap value or net residual value or breakup or salvage value divided by expected or estimated useful life of the asset. Under the straight line method, depreciation may also be determined by applying a fixed rate to the original cost of the asset. That is, total amount of the asset into rate of depreciation. Then you will get the amount of depreciation. The important advantages of using straight line method are: first one, it is a simple method. This is the simplest method of providing depreciation. This can be easily understood even by ordinary person. Calculation of the depreciation accounting to this method is also very simple. Then another important point is assets can be completely written off. According to this method, assets can be written off to zero. The depreciation is calculated on the original cost of the asset at the specified rate. So the value of the asset is fully split over the useful life of the asset. Then third point is knowledge of total depreciation charged. The amount of total depreciation charged can be easily known by multiplying the yearly amount of depreciation with number of the years the asset has been used. Another merit is suitable for small firms. This accounting method or this fixed method or fixed installment method, straight line method is the most suitable method for small business concerns. These firms use this method because it is very easy, simple and suitable to the size of the firm. Another important merit is useful for assets having lesser value. The method is the most suitable for charging depreciation on assets of lesser value, such furniture, fixtures, patents, etc. Straight line method is very suitable for small concerns. It is very suitable for the firms having large number of the old and new machines. The weakness of this method are removed if the firm has both old machines and new machines. More maintenance charges on old machines and lesser on the new machines balance each other. Simple method, and assets can be completely written off. Knowledge of total depreciation charged, suitable for small firms, then suitable for firms having larger number of old and new machines, and useful for assets having lesser value. These are the important merits or advantages of using straight line method. Then next point is important demerits or disadvantages of using straight line method. The first one is undue pressure on final years. Then second one is no provision for replacement. Then third point is it seems illogical to charge depreciation on original cost of the asset every year when the balance of the assets is declining year after year. It is a illogical method. Then it is unsuitable for the assets having long life and more value. Then this method is not suitable for the large concerns. These are the important demerits of using straight line method.